Day, Kevin. Welcome back to the mat and welcome to day 9 of this 12 days of Yoga Christmas challenge. In today's balance flow, that is exactly what we're going to do. We are going to work through a really kind of spicy flamingo style flow. So seeing how many balances we can do, really kind of working on transition and embracing the idea of falling. So often on the mat and outside of the mat, we are shamed for falling. We are shamed for wobbling. And in this online coven, that is not something that I encourage. I think the beauty in life is through our kind of mistakes or our falls, and without sounding like live, laugh, love, it is not the amount of times you fall down, but it's the amount of times you get back up and all that kind of jazz. So let's begin by coming straight away at the top of our mat in Tandasana, so rolling shoulders away from the ears, tuck that tailbone under, bring the belly in and start to root down here. Taking a gorgeous deep inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale all the way out. So starting to create a lovely long line of energy, of magic from the base of the spine to the tops of the neck here, connecting with those 4 elements, water, air, fire and earth. And like I said, in today's practice, we're going to see how many balances that we can do. The rest pose will be coming into either a down dog or a mountain pose. That is completely up to you. But this is online yoga, so drop those knees, come to child's pose whenever you need it. But before we move into the practice, we're going to interlock the fingers and sweep them up and overhead. So you squeeze the ears between the triceps. Inhale. On your exhale, lean over to the left-hand side of your mat, starting to wake up that core. Inhale to the center, exhale, lean over to the right-hand side. Inhale to the center, keeping both feet rooted to the earth. You're going to start to take some circles. So the aim here is to keep the ears between the triceps. You can go small circles. You can go big circles. It's whatever feels good to you, but moving and taking these circles in one direction. Beautiful, move and take it in the other. Before we meet back into the center, interlock the fingers behind the back. As we inhale, we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and start to slide the hands down the back, coming into a mini back bend here. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and forward fold, letting the head hang as far overhead as feels good to you. Get a gorgeous little shoulder stretch here. Bend those knees so you start to shift weight to toes. Draw those heels down. On your inhale, we lift the gaze forwards. Beautiful. Exhale, bend the knees and vertebrae by vertebrae, roll the body back to standing. Hands come to heart center. When you're ready, let's move into our balance. We're going to shift our weight into that right leg and begin to float the left leg off the floor. So flexing that foot, aiming to get that knee into alignment with the hip. Inhale. On your exhale, begin to send that leg all the way behind you and shift your chest forwards, coming in to your flying warrior. Inhale. Beautiful. On your exhale, gently step back with that left leg. And we're going to extend both legs here. So you move onto the back tippy toes. Front foot rooted to the earth, coming into a little balance pyramid pose. Hands stay at heart center. Inhale, find length. Exhale, begin to forward fold here now. So right, if you can't go as deep as you normally do in a pyramid pose, we're really testing our balance. Inhale. Exhale, bend into that front leg, lift that body first in to a high lunge. And then from here, we're going to pivot the back of the foot with the back of the mat and right foot follows. So we're going to start to twist that flow. So left foot points towards the back of the mat, Pivot on the right tippy toes here. Keep that balance as we move to take a prayer twist over to the left-hand side. So hooking right elbow, left knee. Inhale. Beautiful. On your exhale, lift the chest back up. And we're going to step to the top of the mat. We're going to keep right leg floating, coming into our tree pose. So lift the body forward and move into this tree pose here. Option to take the hands to prayer behind the back. Aim to hold your balance for 5 breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. For 3, 2, on your 1, embracing every wobble, we're going to bring the hands back to prayer and we're going to move to a figure of 4 balance. So the outside of that right ankle sits just above the left knee, flexing the foot, pushing that knee to the side. We're going to begin to sit low here. Ooh. Gorgeous little hip opener. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the body up. You can reset by bringing right foot to the mat and forward fold. Or you can come back to Tandasana. Whichever feels good to you. So forward fold, mountain pose. Remember, these flows over the next 12 days are, or over the past 12 days, are just about modifying everything to your practice. But if you're in a forward fold, you're going to inhale to bring hands to the shins. Exhale, begin to roll the body up. Let's reverse the flow. Hands to heart center, shift weight to left leg. Lift the right knee up. Knee comes into alignment with the hip. Heel under that knee. Inhale. Exhale, begin to gently send that right leg all the way back and find flying warrior. Step back with that right foot. We begin to extend the left leg here. Hands stay in prayer. Let's explore that tippy toe pyramid here. Ooh. So you can use those hands at any point. Embrace those wobbles. Inhale. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Sweep arms up and overhead. First coming to high lunge. And then we pivot that right foot with the back of the mat. Pivot left foot so both feet come parallel, and then we switch this flow. So as we point right toes forward, we pivot on the left toes, hands come to prayer, and find your prayer twist. Left elbow, right knee this time, gaze towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lift the chest back up. Step into your tree pose, so bend into that right leg. Lift that body to your tree pose. Option to find prayer behind the back. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back to prayer. Come into that figure of 4 balance. The outside of that left ankle comes just above the right knee and we sit low. Holding here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the body up. Relax left foot down. Reset in Tandasana or bend the knees and forward fold here, your choice. So all we're going to do is going to keep building on this practice. Might seem simple, but it's really testing our concentration. This is a beautiful way to kind of reset the mind, especially during the chaos of Christmas or whatever holiday you might be celebrating this month. But when you're ready, we inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend the knee, roll that body up to standing, and reset the system. This time we shift weight into that right foot and we lift the left leg up. Option to just keep it floating. Option for the right hand, take hold of the left knee, left arm floats behind you. Ooh. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that body to the center and begin to extend that left leg behind you, coming to flying warrior. Inhale. Beautiful. This time on your exhale, step that left foot off that 45-degree angle. Square the hips. I'm going to come to our classic pyramid pose with an option to take the outside of that left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Come to revolved triangle. Holding 3, 2, 1. Yes, you've got it. Hands come back to the chest. Bend into that front knee. Lift the body up and gently pivot on that back foot here, wiggling your way to high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, pivot back foot with the back of the mat. Pivot right foot, you know the drill. We're going to switch it all the way to face towards the back of the mat and come in to that prayer twist option here to tuck that left knee as high into that right elbow as you can go and lift left arm up and overhead here. Core is on fire. Holding 3, hold 2, and 1. Bring the hands back to prayer. Lift that chest, left leg burning, and from here we step in to our chosen tree pose, maybe taking the hands behind the back. Yes, holding 3, 2, on your 1, embrace every wobble, hands come back to heart center. This time we're going to point the right toes, send it all the way behind, right hand hooks right foot, and find your way into a dancer's pose here, sweeping that left arm high to the sky. Holding 3, hold 2, and 1. Relax, right foot down. Take a rest, in a forward fold, or find the elbows. Can't speak. Take a rest in a forward fold, finding the elbows, or come to mountain pose. Sorry. So taking a moment of rest here. Got to reverse this flow, and then got one more flow left to go. Legs are on fire. Don't forget, tomorrow is a really gorgeous rest and sleep flow, so this is going to be very delicious. It's going to make up for this chaos. When you're ready from here, my darlings, on your inhale, bring the hands to the shins, gaze forwards. On your exhale, roll the body up, meet me back in Tandasana, hands come heart center. Shift your weight to the left leg, reach the right leg up. Left hand, right knee, and extend the right arm behind you. Maybe your gaze follows the fingertips. Whoop. Holding for 3. Hold 2. And 1. Hands come to heart center. Begin to float that right leg behind you, coming into flying warrior. You've got this. Inhale. Exhale. Step right foot off that 45-degree angle. Extend the front leg and square the hips off. First coming to pyramid pose with an option to take revolved triangle here. Holding 3. Hold 2. And 1. Bend into that front knee. Hands come first to heart center as we wriggle the right foot back and meet in high lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Bring both feet parallel. Then reverse it to the other side. Pivot right foot. Face top of the mat. Pivot on the left foot. First, we find that prayer twist, hooking left elbow, right knee. And then we begin to extend the left arm and sweep the right arm up and overhead. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back to prayer. Bend into that front knee. Lift that chest with as much movement, embracing every wobble. Step in to your tree pose. Option to take the hands behind the back here. Inhale. This time on your exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Oh, my God, Kat. Yes, you frightened me. And then bring left knee to the center, point those toes, push tap, and find your way to your dancer's pose here. Oh, row. Sweeping that right arm forward. Do not bite my toes. Holding for 3. Holding 2. And 1. Relax right, left foot next to the right. Find a rest and forward fold or mountain pose. Why are you so cute? Huh? Why? Answer me, why? So finding your chosen rest pose. Oh. Okay, legs are burning. So wherever you are, begin to pedal them out. Rolling over the toes, press into the heels. Whew, we got one more final flow to go, and then we are done. Day 9, yes, Coven. Okay, so when you are ready from here, you meet me back nice and slowly into your mountain pose. One more flow to go. We're going to increase this balance, increase the heat in the legs. Embrace every wobble. When you're ready. Roll shoulders away from the ears, hands come to heart center. Shift weight to right leg and lift the left knee up. 2 options. First is to take hold of the knee, gaze back. Second option is to take hold of the big toe and extend the leg here. Finding your way into a balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee. Bring the hands to heart center. Float your way to flying warrior. And then this time from flying warrior, we start to point the toes, lower the head, and come to swan pose. Option to find prayer behind the back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back with that left leg. Bend into that front knee. Inhale to find your way to high lunge. On your exhale, bring both feet parallel, right leg burning, and let's twist it to the other side. Pivot on the tippy toes so you face towards the back of the mat. Find your way to that gorgeous prayer twist, either keeping the hands in prayer or extend right arm, sweep left arm up and overhead. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come to prayer, lift body up. This time I'm going to step straight into dancers. So bend into that front leg, lift the right leg, and find your way into your dancer's pose. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, relax the right foot down, forward fold or come to Tandasana. Oh, legs are aching. And then let's take it to the other side. Coven. Final flow. Roll shoulders away from ears, hands come to heart center. Shift weight to left leg, float right foot off the mat. Option, take a twist. Option to find the big toe and extend it here. I don't think I can switch my gaze, so I'm just going to stay focused on that dirty mark on the window. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend into that knee. And begin to find your way first to flying warrior. And then begin to point the toes and explore your way to swan pose. Holding 3. Hold 2. And 1. Step back with that right leg. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, whoo. Bring both feet parallel, ready to switch that flow to the other side. Pivot, right foot. Pivot left. Bend into that front knee. Find your way to that prayer twist. Option to extend. Left arm, float right arm up and overhead. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Hands come to prayer. Lift the body up. Embrace every wobble. Step in or fall in to dancer's pose. Finding that left foot. Open up the hip. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes down. This time bend the knees. Lift heels up and sink nice and low. Oh, just to stretch out those tippy toes here. Oh, I absolutely love little flamingo flows like this. I feel like it resets the mind and it keeps my anxiety in check. You know, alongside all the other stuff I do to keep it in check. This is a good flow to pay attention. And then extend the legs here, bring the heels to the mat. Using any blocks, anything at all, you're simply going to shift weight back, lift right toes off the mat, sorry. And holding for 3, 2, 1. Right toes down, lean back, lift left toes up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower left toes to the mat. Bend into right leg, extend. Bend into right leg, extend left, pull right arm to the sky for 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, bend into left leg, pull left arm to the sky for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, roll the body up to standing. Taking any shuffles that feels good to you here. Any movements. Now, you know the drill. If you'd like longer today to cool down, then maybe you pair this flow with day 3. Stretch is a beautiful way to open up those hips. But if you feel good, then just end it. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. You know the drill. But thanking you so much, my darlings, for joining me for day 9 of this 12 days of Yo Christmas Challenge Balance. Tomorrow, we are going to truly treat ourselves with a really gorgeous Yoga Nidra session. And Yoga Nidra, if you've never done it before, is also known as yogic sleep. It is a beautiful practice, so I really hope you enjoy it. If you haven't been enjoying these series so far, then please let me know by commenting, liking, subscribing to my channel, or even tagging me in your stories on Instagram at the Yogi Witch. But thanking you so much for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 10. Blessed be, Coven.